Yo guys, welcome back to another video. I don't think I've ever done one of these before, but it's going to be like a sort of end of 2020 sort of video. I've got the new Michelin tyre behind the camera there. I'll probably put in a video of that in a minute. That's getting fitted next Tuesday by the stupid Chinese manufacturer garage that I actually brought the bike from. I don't recommend going to them, but they're the only ones that will do it basically. And yeah, 40 quid to change a tyre sounds pretty expensive when I suppose it's more complicated than a pedal bike tyre, but it sounds expensive to me. Anyway, on to this video. Obviously 2020, even though we're not being able to do much in 2020, my channel has done quite a lot's gone off really. We started the year off on around, I want to say around the 200 subscriber mark, and we're now pushing 384. If you can see that, you'll be able to see it. 384. So we're pushing 384 subscribers. We haven't quite got to 400 by the end of the year. Obviously that's midnight tonight, New Year. So yeah, we haven't quite got to 400 this year, but that's another goal for next year, you know what I mean? We're not far, so it's not a big goal, but it's a goal. This camera's a lot better, man. Picks up everything, doesn't it? Alright. Starting off this year was the first ever time that moped was shown on the YouTube channel, which was a refueling video which has got over 6,100 views, which is, that one just blew up, which made me actually push, because I wanted to wait until I get a better motorbike, but it just made me push for the 50cc content because people obviously want to view it. And it's got 68 likes. It's quite nice. 3 dislikes, but you're always going to get dislikes. Obviously you got to take criticism, I can't even say the word, but you got to take that. And basically a like counts the same as a dislike, so it's basically the same thing. And then the next video I did obviously was my first ever motovlog titled video, which has got 657 views, so that got quite a few views. Then I did another pedal bike video, which I was just bored in lockdown. Then we moved on to a 50cc moped, Should You Buy One? That's got over 2,400 video views, which is incredible. And then we've got a AJS Fire Fox first ride video, which is well over the 1,000 view mark now. Then we moved on to a ride back from golf. This was actually quite an interesting ride, because obviously we had golf clubs as well. That is nearing the 1,000 view mark, just over 900. And then this was a big one, you know, this one. This was just me with the camera on every day recording what happens, and this happened, alright? They're doing roadworks on the A50 island, and then the roadworkers literally just sent me down the A50 on a 50cc. Now that I'm doing like 36 mile an hour top end with lorries doing 56 flying past. I almost caused a crash on the A50, so I'll insert that clip down here somewhere. Almost caused a crash. That video is over 1,000 views now, so that's doing good. And then obviously I started college, which was a waste of my time, a waste of about 3 or 4 months. Absolute waste of time, but I did get a few good videos out of college, to be fair. I've got one video here which was a ride to college on a 50cc moped. That's over 4,000 views now, 4,200 and something. Then I took the moped off-road, which is probably why I've got a puncture on the back tyre, not gonna lie. But we're getting a new tyre that's better anyway, so it doesn't matter. And I got 900 and something views on that now. And then I did another refill video on the moped of the fuel, but I've decided to put V-Power in, just as a bit of a joke really, but that has got over 1,500 views, so that's doing great. And then I started a new chapter of the channel, which was daily observations. This is like quite a few motorbikers doing. There's obviously one guy that started it and everyone knows who he is, but I started doing them, and the first one got almost 200 views now, so that's doing pretty decent. And then my second one, I actually had a near miss, basically got pushed out of my lane by a car, and that's on closing on 200 as well. And that was actually featured on one of the, like, the compilation, whatever you call them, videos, the motorbike compilation. It was on one of them, on a couple actually, I think. If I look at the comments section on them, yeah, we got 2 of them there, which featured on their channels basically. So we were featured on other people's channels in 2020, which is quite good. And then Daily Observations 3, that's got over 100 views as well, well over. That actually was a near crash. That's the nearest crash I've had since I did crash when I first got the bike, basically. And that was all because of the tyres again. When the front tyre let me down and slipped out, I'll leave a clip down here of that. So really, ideally I need to get another Michelin on the front, because that is deadly. That is dead. I know how to save them ones, but it's deadly, alright? It's your heart literally sinks when that happens. I tell you now, that is scary business. And then we got Daily Observations 4. I almost got wiped out by a van on the junction down the road and that, but it always happens on that junction. Then I took the moped off-roading again, which is definitely why I got a puncture on the back tyre. And that one's over 400 views now. That was actually fun off-roading. The bike got well muddy, well out of its comfort zone, but it was a fun video to make. Then we've got the grills. I resprayed the grills a reddish orangey colour. I just got bored, thought it was something to do. That's doing good on views. Most of my videos are doing good on views now, to be fair. Daily Observations 5, that's just another one. Another ride on the bike, that's doing over 400 views. See, that it's still, the pedal bike still gets views. I did another ride to college, that's going on for 400 views now. Another Daily Observations 6, where I got choked by a car, basically. Motorcycle CBT, what to expect, that's doing good on views, closing on 500. Whew, the channel is big now, and it's big, it's getting bigger. Well, it's not big, but you know what I mean. I started this channel as just a hobby. Like, it still is a hobby to me. Like, I just record because I like to record, you know what I mean? But yeah, if it helps people out, it's good as well, innit? So I did that video. Then we've got Daily Observations 7, 8, 9 there, and 10. They're just pretty basic ones, I think. I started doing some filtering in Observations 9, and in Observation 10 I almost got hit by a pheasant, I think it was. I think that clip here. And then channel update, that did better than I expected. I did my first ever oil change on the moped, I'll link that clip here. And I did a town POV ride as requested, so that was pretty cool. Filtering went mad on that one. I don't know what went through my brain. Something just clicked, and I was just filtering through cars like a madman, to be fair with you. And then Daily Observation 12, the gaps in between the filtering got even tighter. I don't even know what was going off at this point. And then Daily Observations 13. But this was when we had the bike straight piped on it, so the bike was literally ridiculously loud. It was ridiculous, and people were just looking at me all the time. Like, it got to a point where I've now had to make it quiet because it was ridiculous. I like it loud, but it's ridiculous when it's a 50, you know what I mean? It just doesn't look right. And then my latest video, which you all should have seen, was the Oxford heated grips, which I've put on, and they are great. So that's literally 2020. Now I'm going to be posting another video probably into the new year about the future projects and views for this channel. Obviously there's going to be another motorbike coming hopefully within the next few months. Later on in the year, cars, but I'll go into more detail in that video. And then yeah, this has been 2020. Hope you have a good new year, and yeah,